Great morning. Okay, I wanted to do some cards on Melania, and I'm using the Lenormand, a standard Lenormand deck, and the playing cards. So we're going to do this open interpretation. So the first thing out, what the reading's about. And it's about the life, the long life of Melania. And what about her life? Well, this is about all the actions, heavy actions, the fullness of actions of her life. Okay, the 10 of clubs is the 10 of wands, or all of the actions. So if we're doing tarot, you see the carrying the burden. Now when I use this, I could see this as a fullness of actions as well. Or again, the actions that she's carrying, the total amount of things that are surrounding her. So the energy coming into it is about her, about the lady. So it's about Melania herself and her what? New things about money or the concrete happenings that are taking place in her life, the pentacles. So what's going on today? It's about the house. Now, many times this is my card for the White House, or it could just be her own home living situation and this rulership or wanting to controlling the monetary or just controlling the daily happenings that are going on. I think this could be also her husband in the White House and that control aspect, because the challenge is conversations. Birds are the conversations that she's having with family. 10 of hearts is family. So conversations about his control in the White House, family. Okay, potential outcome is a letter, documents, information that is rapidly moving. Okay, 8 of clubs or 8 of wands is something in rapid motion. So information, rapid things, and then the outside influence is about the moon. This could be his mental state, his mental decline, and figuring out the next action. Okay, where do we go? Okay, she may be having concerning talks with her family about his mental decline, what's going on, her monetary situation, the burden that she has concretely, maybe dealing with his decline now. And what's underneath of all of it is light on, again, the actions, controlling actions or controlling, this is just the controlling actions being done, okay? So there could be a lot of concern about the actions that Trump is doing or the actions involved now with the Epstein files coming out as well, and how this is going to influence them, and more of his rapid mental decline that's in place, and having these, I think, tough conversations with family about what's taking place. So if we want to go from there, we could do a clarifying read. And we could do it either with the Lenormand or with the regular cards. We'll do it both ways and just see what it says about a clarifying read when it comes to her dealing with this concrete information and all the stuff that's going on. So at the very center of it, we have this information maybe information you don't want to see, that you want to block, that you don't want to take in. It's also, some people say it's about the crossroads information, but it's a mental state as well. It's mental information, that type of thing. So mentally blocks could be also some things that are blocked mentally when it comes to it. It's about the action, what you're going to do. What are you going to do? The actions in hand. And again, this is something rapidly coming in. So rapidly having to make choices about actions. So one side of it, we have wanting a victory. For the family, this is family drama, victory with, with the theft, trying to get away with it. They are so corrupt. The pain of all this, the mental, the physical pain that's happening with it. Okay? How it's affecting her family. This is, again, wanting to walk away, wanting to distance from it, not wanting to deal with it. Because this is, again, the lid is coming off of these things, being seen for what they are. And this is what's being handed out, what's coming out now, and trying to figure out the next move. So what's driving it? This could be the concrete things coming out, the money, these rapid actions taking place. When it comes to, the first one was the, sorry about that, it's not the concrete, it's about the heart, okay? The emotional stuff that's rapidly coming out, and concrete about his life choices, her life choices, what is being shared. Okay, when it comes to this balance of the concrete things that are being juggled, when it comes to the Epstein files, and this trying to stand guard, feeling battle weary with it, when it comes to being ruled by that mindset or drama information, the emotionality, his attempting to control, and this burden, the burden of actions, trying to control the actions. And when it comes to this mentally being tied up, pondering what's going on, wanting to get to a better place with what's an agreement. And again, this trying to stand guard, trying to have the pushback when it comes to the absolute truth of what's going on. So again, wanting to push back and having to deal with this stuff and trying to get away with it for the family. You know, not wanting all this stuff to come out because it makes the whole Trump family look bad, basically. Doesn't want to have to deal with it. She wants to walk away, doesn't, but the reality is now they're having to deal with all this stuff. So let's do a clarifying read. We'll use the Lenormand and see how that's going to work with the Lenormand. So at the center of it, the Lenormand says it's about the conversations. Conversations taking place. Above it, the storylines coming out. Maybe wanting to create new storylines or dealing with the stories about his mental instability, the things done by the dark of night. On one side of it, the women, okay, the women now, the Epstein stuff, the letter that just came out that's implicating him 100%, her marriage or the alliances that are there when it comes to, again, the Epstein files about the women that he is absolutely implicated, and this faithfulness, or the dog. It could also be he's a dirty dog. Okay. The other side of it, the information, the books, the information. Now this could also be stuff, all that they've gathered up, all the stuff, and eating away at the cross to bear, the difficulty they're having now with all this information coming out and all the stuff that's flowering. So everything that's coming due now. Underneath of it, we have Trump trying to be crafty. But what's being anchored in is about his health or lack thereof, the government, the tower, the dark mindsets that's going on, the messages coming out, and her having to deal with it, but an imminent end to something when it comes to control, and it comes to the lies or the money, etc. They're at a crossroads, okay? So she's always worried about herself, the crossroads, the money, the implications, how it's going to reflect on her, etc., etc., etc. So that's what I get with this. If we're doing Melania, reading the playing cards or reading the Lenormand. So hopefully this is help somebody else with their reading. Everybody does it differently. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's, again, each person has to develop their own style.